So you said you came in with harmonies and that sort of set you apart with your westernized style.
Exactly. For me, my trademark in the music industry is my ability for vocal arrangements and the western inflections and all that.
So did any other music director use you in the compositional side, or they just used you as a voice and that was it?
I was more, Mr. Harris Jena uses me a lot for vocal arranging. I've done a lot of work on his films where I've arranged harmonies and songs like Nenjukul Pediram from Varnamayaram. And even songs like Tupaki, there's a song called Antarctica, which I did a lot of vocal arrangements. But songs like which I did for Ramansa, which is Smayai and Unbeloved, both one is from Kandakodain, the other is from Vinitandi Varavaya. So both have at least layers of 6 to 8 harmonies that I've done.
And all the parts you do?
Yeah, I'm given a free hand. Go ahead. They just tell me the chords that are being played. I just hear it.
The music director just leaves the studio and says, call me.
No, he's there. No, of course, he's always there. But again, they don't, say do this, do that. They say whatever you want to layer, go ahead. So you have
a fair amount of liberty.
Yeah, I'm happy both, many composers, they respect me as a musician. So they know that if I'm coming there, that I understand what's going on.
So who are the other playback singers that do you ever do playback singing along with someone else, or is it always your part and then you get out of there?
One singer I did, one song which I'm really happy was with Mr. Krishna. We did a film called Majnu, where it was like the first male duet I had.
Okay.
Where it was a little 50-50, and again, it's apples and oranges between me and Unni, because he's a totally Carnatic-based singer, and I'm on the other end. And it was quite...
okay, let me jump in and ask you, is Carnatic singing required for playback singing?
It helps. You know what I'm saying? It's more like saying a good diet. See, in India, the basic... music that is being taught from childhood in South Indian culture is Carnatic music. Just how Hindustani is there for the North.
And songs are based around those.
Yeah, but the only problem with the Carnatic things, if you're overly endoused in that, or is that the word? Doused in that.
Okay, doused.
Yeah. Overly dipped in that, you will tend to only sound Carnatic, because in film singing, you don't need to have that, you don't have to have too much of that hardcore gum. Exactly. Yeah. So I tell a lot of Carnatic singers who do come to me now and ask me, what can I do to improve my film singing? I said, well, you have to unlearn your Carnatic stuff.
Just lay off those parts.
But it's like saying for me, harmony is imbibed in me. So when I sing a melody, I know exactly.
You're automatically splitting it.
Yeah, I automatically split what parts I have to do for that melody line.
Okay.
But again, it's okay. It's an occasional thing I can do. But
when you sing on stage, do you ever mind?
No, till this day I have not done that.
Yeah, well, I've heard singers say that that's going on. A great deal of that is going on these days.
Well, people call it a plus one. When they say plus one, it means that they would play the full song in the back
and then
just sing on top of it, maybe at a lesser volume or whatever. But to each his own. Because today I would say music, the value of music I'd say today has gone more from the talent to the performance, your clothes, your looks.
Yeah.
So I feel the actual
how bold
music,
you are, and the sexy image that you project.
The musicality and the talent has genuinely taken a tremendous backseat.
Okay, so you were saying that Carnatic music, being good at that, is not such a great idea because it makes you into a classical singer.
I'm not saying it's not a great idea. I'm just saying that's not the end all, and it's not like absolutely required that you have to be a master of that. But I'm saying that could also be a hindrance because you will be completely in that style,
in that mold all the time.
Exactly. And today, honestly speaking, there's a dime a dozen Carnatic singers. Everybody is learning Carnatic music.
How do you react to a song like Kolaveri D, which had no great singing, but it just went on to run away? Is it the Western concept, Western phenomena now happening to us?
It's like saying now, if you look even at the Western phenomenon from Korea, some dude came called Psy. He would have been doing albums for years, and one Gangnam Style, just came in and
has it changed the people? They're accepting all these things. Would they have accepted it 10 years ago?
Maybe not. Today, with the advent of YouTube and everyone looking at... Today, everything is available, at the click of a button on the internet.
Yes.
Before, you could not see if some guy is talented somewhere in Zimbabwe or some random Saudi Arabia.
You never know.
You would not know because, there was no medium to showcase talent. It was only who got on the big
So do you think we'll have a big Tamil hit ever coming across the globe? Who knows?
Well, we did with Kolaveri.
Kolaveri did that actually, didn't it?
I remember I was traveling in Malaysia and there were these, I don't know whether Moroccan or Algerian people sitting next to me.
Okay.
And he's like, why this Kolaveri D?
Wow.
He's just singing that in the scene.
In his style.
Yeah, Kolaveri D. And he's just bobbing up and down, and whatever he's like speaking his Algerian language. And he's singing Kolaveri. So I was like, wow, this is fantastic. Look at the reach. I'm sitting in Malaysia, and I got some, non-Indian person that's actually humming the tune. Yeah. So today, globally, language is no longer bad. Anyway, I remember when I came to Chennai in 98, or even 99 for that matter, there was this one African song, na 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 na, we go party, Alane, Alane, some African guy, and there was like this dance move that was like this, if you remember those. It was a South African Swahili, one Swahili song.
Oh yeah, it was a big
called Alane. Nobody knew anything, but
just swept the dance floors everywhere.
Yes, everywhere. So that was like, even then itself, we knew that songs like this were
just around the corner.
Yeah, around the corner, and no longer is it just an English song.
So the one other thing that I understand from the conversation so far is that playback singing is not the end all for cinema, for an aspiring singer. You have got live shows.
I would say I tell television. A lot of I never consider myself a norm.
Okay.
Because I was a singer.
The one that came from the outside.
I was a singer come musician, and I just happened to get my break because of other things.
Yeah.
I wasn't knocking on the door. I was not singing backing vocals for a couple of years, and then trying to get my break in a film.
Begging for a break.
I was lucky and fortunate enough that whatever I already did.
So what's your advice to other people trying to do the same thing as you?
Well, number one, don't quit your day job. That's for sure. Because today's playback singing market is very... it's thin as glass. It's like the thinnest form of glass now.
Okay.
Because gone are days that you can have, years. I mean, the whole... decade-long or 2 decade-long career
is not there.
It's not there. It might be there maybe for one talented person like a Shreya Ghoshal, who's like sweeping all languages. I mean, remember like 2 years back, she won 4 Filmfare Awards the same day for 4 different languages. She won Malayalam, Kannada, Telugu, and Hindi.
And Hindi, yeah. So what about television? Is that opened up new avenues for you guys?
See, television, I've been a judge on some reality shows on TV. Again, that's because of my prior history that I'm being called as a judge. But somebody coming onto a reality show, it's just like what's happened in the US. If you take shows like American Idol or X Factor, the first 2 seasons had someone like Kelly Clarkson and one more person, I forgot her name. They were those that really made it big as artists, but all other people after the first couple of seasons,
they won that award
and that's it. They've just like disappeared. You don't even know who. I don't even know what happened.
So are the labels still important?
See, labels now just be like, we will just give you our name on your CD. You must spend. You must produce. So
you don't need them basically.
It's no longer how it was, because music today is no longer a great business. One, because there's no sales of CDs. So physical sales have died. You should know more than anybody.
I know. I mean, that's gone. I'm talking about the singer side, from the music company side.
See, from the singer side, you have today like YouTube. YouTube and SoundCloud and maybe any free platform.
There's still some space.
Sales is gonna be gone. The only way you're gonna make money is from your live performance. People should want to come and pay and see you live, or a client will want to pay to have you as the singer at the event.
So that's all that's left of...
See, the last person I would say that really did well from India on a very non-film level was Mr. Raghu Dixit. Raghu Dixit, he played in front of Queen Elizabeth. It doesn't get bigger than that.
Yeah.
But he put in his own money, got a great PR agency to, get him on those music festivals abroad, took the band along with him. So you need to really invest in yourself.
So that's your final bit of advice. Invest in it yourself. Don't expect others to come.
See, again, if you're going to sit around and wait for that one break to happen, it might happen, it might not.
Another singer like you being picked up at random by A.R. Rahman, would that happen, or was it unlikely?
It could definitely happen, but again, how long would... See, I remember once Rahman gave me a break, everybody else called me.
Okay, so he was the key.
I know, at that time, it was more like, if he uses you, then everybody else wants to use you. But again, today with films coming out like a dime a dozen by the week, more than 100 films are coming out in Tamil in a year. That means you're getting about 8 films a month.
And it's no longer the exclusive domain of a few singers, all sorts of voices.
It's also, you have a new... Because of these reality shows, composers are giving one song to, a reality singer. Maybe that one song, maximum 2 songs, then again he's gone. Then the next reality singer comes. These reality shows, I would say, though they've been great to expose talent talented people from the public.
It hasn't done much as a career.
It hasn't done as far as... I know people that have won reality. I know people who have won state awards from having sung a big hit song, and now they're singing backing vocals, for other composers. And some have won reality shows who are again singing backing vocals. So it's more like that. No longer does it matter what is your technical ability, how great of a...
It sounds very sad, Devan, but you had a good run. So you had a good run. I hope it continues for you.
Yeah, I'm hopefully trying to keep evolving. I put together a band. That's what I'm telling other artists as well. Keep evolving. Don't stick to your... Don't give up your dream, but definitely don't give up your day job either.
All right. So there you are. You have it from it.